Doing a browsing Tubi video here today. I've browsed Tubi before, but not in a while. Here's the featured stuff. This is the stuff. I've been watching this. I throw this on at night. I have on like a volume up to 1 or 2. I'm usually just on the laptop. And sometimes something will catch my eye during an episode, and I'll be like, oh wow, what's that? The washing machine is going in the background, so you might be hearing that. Paranormal Investigators Uncut. Lower Spirits. It's a lot. It's gonna be a lot of this because this is what I'm watching. Apparitions 2, 1 season. I haven't heard of some of these, so. Her Cry, La Llorona Investigation. Greystone Park is a straight-up horror. 2012. Filmmakers record the terrifying events that unfolded while visiting an abandoned New Jersey site. So that's something I could watch. Surrounded by Spirits. That's a documentary, apparently. Haunting in Blue Hill. I think I've watched this one. In rural America, Paranormal Squad uncovers eerie objects in an ancient house. Revealing concealed mystery as they encounter spirits within. You are probably seeing the glare from the window there. It's not that big of a problem, but I think you're seeing the reflection of the one set of the blinds. Gordon Ramsay's Secret Service. I don't know what this is. He goes undercover to infiltrate and rescue struggling restaurants. So I guess this is a new thing. But didn't he have another one where he does that? Hell Kitchen or Kitchen Nightmares? Hell Kitchen. Ghosts of Morgan City. I think I watched a little bit of this. This is 1 season. There's a lawnmower outside as well. You can see it's got a little lighter because I can't film this through the capture card, so. I've watched some of this, and I watched some of this back when it was on TV, I believe. This is the one with Jack Osborne and Katrina Weidman or Weidman. She might have did some stuff with Nick Kroll. A lot of these people, how much of this stuff is fake and phony. You see videos on YouTube about how most of these people are just fake. Mystery Files, I don't know, is this the same thing with these two dudes, Ryan and Shane? I used to watch their paranormal show on YouTube, and it was actually funny. Like, Shane was the total skeptic, questioning everything and everything like that. The Canterville Ghost. I feel like this is like a remake of something because I feel like I've heard of this before in like the 80s. Spooky Kisses Haunts. It's insane how much paranormal stuff there is now. It was huge back in like, not huge, but getting big in like the late 2000s. You had Ghost Hunters and then Ghost Adventures. I think it was called, it's probably on here. They got exposed. It was one of the British ones. And they got caught on camera like multiple times doing stuff. A lot of this you're going to see documentaries. It's like all haunting related stuff because that's what you watch it a little bit and that's what comes up. Paranormal Prairie, Haunted London. That show might pop up on here. I can't remember what it was called. Most Haunted, I think it was called, actually. And there might have been, like, infighting between, like, the host and some of the other people on it as well, which happens on a lot of these shows. That's why they leave and stuff. You'll see people disappear off there. Usually it's because they either want to start their own show or they were fighting. And a lot of this stuff, listen, you're doing a show like this, you can't even question that it's real because... Is it real? Because you're going into post, they have producers, writers, and stuff. Like, there's just a lot of this. Let's find something else. Some horror stuff. I used to watch some of this show. Wyona Earp. The main woman in this was in some of, not all the episodes, but Letter Kenny. She's been in other stuff as well. Paranormal Lockdown UK. Oh, so there she is with Nick. And Nick had his beef with Zach. On Ghost Adventures, it's like ridiculous. Ghost Hunters International, this is older now too, yeah, 2008, my god. It's still booming though, man. Like, look at all this stuff, I'm just gonna go through it. Dead Famous, The Paranormal 5, here's Ghost of Shepherdtown, this is like fairly new, I guess less than 10 years old. There's Most Haunted. Oh, so this was after, unless this aired in the UK before and then came here later, I don't know. Well, they go everywhere, but they're based out of the UK, I'm pretty sure. I thought that said Matthew Stafford for a second. Here's the classic Goosebumps show. I throw this on. This is a little bit... I saw some episodes back then, but I was a little older when this first aired, and this first aired in, I think, 95. It always will say the last year that the show was on. Come on. You're not hearing many buttons on this. This TV remote does not make a lot of sound. So if anything, the background of the... I did not mean to put anything on there. Oh, God, come on. Back. I don't need to be getting hit with anything. I don't even know. It will start on its own. I wanted to see the seasons, but whatever. I think it started in 95, so I was like 11th grade. I would catch it from time to time, but I'd watch more of it later on, oddly enough. Ghosts, Ghost Brothers, Side World, Ghost Dimension, Terrifying Places in North America. They'll have terrifying places in Canada, England, all over the place. Ghosts in the Graveyard, pure pandemonium. I think I watched that. Etc. Let's get to some continue watching. It's going to be the same shit. I got to get to some actual stuff here. Let's go. There it is. BuzzFeed Unsolved, I think, was the one that I would watch with the two of them. That was entertaining. Unsolved Mysteries, you can't beat it. It's everywhere. It's classic. Still creepy. Music in the beginning. Scooby-Doo. That's the original Scoob. They have a bunch of Scooby-Doo stuff on here. Murder City. There's a Haunting, 10 seasons. So the last season was in 2019. Yeah, see, so with Most Haunted, that said 2015, that would have been when the second season aired, so it would have been before that. Oh, they have The Frighteners on here. Great movie. Michael J. Fox. Directed by Peter Jackson. This is The Shining show. I mean, no, well, it was like a mini-series. This was good. We saw this in the theater, and I can't remember a lot of it. I did watch some of it again. It was pretty good, though, based on the books. Well, even a lot of the urban legends that the books would rewrite or whatever. Being Human. I used to watch this. This was originally a British show, I believe. And then they did the American version, and it had, what's his name, Sam Witwer. The other two are familiar, too, and have been in stuff also. Oh, they have Halloween 2018 on here. Paranormal Activity is still the best in that series, in my opinion. The Return to the House on Haunted Hill. I probably should have filmed this at night to get rid of that. I mean, the glare's not that big of a deal, but I'm always paranoid about sounds and everything else. Fright Night, this is the remake. This was pretty good. I think my friend and I saw this in the theater. Room 203. Ouija Origin. This was good, actually. This actually reviewed surprisingly well, too. Oh, it's expiring in 13 days. Oh, here's the original Fright Night. 1985. I like this Paranormal Activity more so than the ones after. I think there was two after it and a couple before. It's probably my third favorite behind the second and the first. What's this? Fear Cabin, sorry. The Last Weekend of Summer. There's Bones starring Snoop Dogg. Lake Placid. A funny story about this. Not funny, but my friend and I went to see this in the theater. It came out in the summer, I believe. And they thankfully warned us. They're like, listen, the AC is out in these theaters. It's going to be hot as hell. And we're like, okay, we're not seeing it then. It was like August or July or something came out. Cabin in the Woods, great movie. I've seen this like 4 or 5 times. Dreamcatcher, this is based on Stephen King. It's okay. I haven't seen this. Grudge 2. This is based on the Ju-On movies. Or they're just Western remakes. Evil Dead was... I like this. We saw this in the theater. This is a remake, too, of the original. People on YouTube on here have told me about this movie. I still have not watched it. Bone Tomahawk starring... Is that Kurt Russell? Stir of Echoes. Oh, there's the original Hellraiser. Frailty's actually good, too. Hellraiser, a classic. Bugs me out still to this day, but it's a great movie. First 2 are really good. Triangle. Haven't seen it. Oh, so this is about the Bermuda Triangle? Maybe I did watch this at some point. Sounds like something I would have watched. You do have Tubi originals as well. What's this one called? Dark Secret. I think one was called, like, Deadly Dilf. Candyman 3, not nearly as good as the original or even the second one. Or that other one they made recently. Strange Love. Blood and Snow. I Spit on Your Grave. Is that a remake of the original? That's a remake. Boneface. Ma, we watched this. It's pretty good, actually. I see you. Oh, I think I've seen this. This is Helen Hunt. I feel like I watched this with my friend. This might be another one where someone was like living in the house. The original I Know You Did last summer. We watched the newer one. It wasn't bad. Scream 4 is not bad. This is a remake as well. When a Stranger Crawls. I'm like getting confused here. When a Stranger Calls. Crawl is pretty cool. There's like a flood. I think it might be a Florida town. There's a flood, and then she's got to go save her dad, stuck in the house, and there's, of course, gators are making their move, right? My first instinct, when the water rises, is to just start going after humans. Drag Me to Hell, another great Sam Raimi movie. Over-the-top gore, similar to Evil Dead's, with comedy in there and stuff. Does not have a happy ending, either. Popeye the Slayer Man. So I guess all of these older properties have hit, like, public domain. And of course, the first thing people want to do is make horror versions of this, and Winnie the Pooh, or Mickey Mouse, or Steamboat Willie. And it's like, dude, it's kind of boring, to be honest with you. I think you can do better stuff with those properties. I think there's one for Bambi, too. But I think the first instinct is like, oh, well, let's go to the horror version. Here's Sinister twice in a row for some reason. Oh, Sinister in Espanol in Spanish. And then regular. It's a good movie. The Howling is a classic. Bad Seed, Gator Leg, Get Off My Lawn is a Tubi original. Get off my lawn. Doesn't Clint Eastwood say that in one of his movies? Tales from the Crypt Keeper cartoon. I remember this. Transformers, a classic if you're my age or a bit older or younger. Ghost Goggles. I've heard of this. I'm just going to breeze through some of this now. Coraline. This is a good movie. I saw this in the theater, actually. This is a good movie. It's based on, I forget the guy's name. Is it Neil Gaiman or is it somebody else? Neil Gaiman's found himself in trouble recently, I feel. Corpse Bride. Never seen this one. It's a Tim Burton classic, though people love it. Power Rangers. Once again, this is a little after my time in terms of how old I was. When it came out, I was not watching it. Pound Puppies I remember having when I was a kid. This is more ghost stuff. Here's the Osbourne, Sabrina the Teenage Witch. MacGyver. Oh, there's the original Being Human. I'm doing the soft-spoken, am I? That's the original version. 5 seasons. Actually went longer than the one. They might only had about 6-8 episodes a season, though. I'm pretty sure this is a British show. Yeah, it has to have been. They wouldn't have just redid that here. Maybe it's Australian or Canadian. I'm pretty sure it's British. Correct me if I'm wrong. MacGyver, a classic. Is this show still on? They know they redid it. Like, maybe it could have been 10 years ago at this point, so probably wouldn't be. Richard Dean Anderson. MacGyver. Ice Road Truckers, Jack the Ripper. Now there's Hell's Kitchen, Monster House. This movie was kind of cool. I saw this not that long ago. It came out in 2006, but it's actually pretty good. This is a show, right? Yeah. This is about, it's got all the pirates, the historical people in it. Edward Scissorhands. Nip Tuck. Out Labyrinth. Goodfellas. A classic. Oh, this is live stuff. I don't go skip that before it goes. Oh, they brought Ninth Gate back. This is a great freaking movie. And I've said this in a few videos. I remember just watching scenes from this online on YouTube. And everybody says the same thing. I was thinking this back then. I just didn't know what ASMR was. This movie's like pure ASMR. Between the voices, turning pages in books and stuff. Like, this is like a pure ASMR movie. It's a good movie, though. I saw this in that theater back in the 2000. Jeez. Crank with Jason Statham. Isn't this the one where he has to, like, keep, like, using adrenaline, going nuts to keep his heart from stopping or some shit? Defamation. Stalked by my Amish boyfriend. Putting this on the save. No. Alone. This is a good movie, actually. I think this is the one where, yeah, she's getting stalked. This guy kidnaps her. She escapes. And then they get into a battle. They're like in a kind of an open field. And the woman calls the guy who's been kidnapped and stuff. He said he was going to be away for the week. And he calls the wife. And she has her on the phone. And then they just start kicking the shit out of each other. I'm pretty sure it's freaking awesome. I'm pretty sure she ends up killing him. This movie was weird. Vivarium. With Michael Cera, is that who that is? No, it's not Michael Cera, it's the other guy, Eisenberg, Jesse Eisenberg. Look, there's Stone Cold Steve Austin, Hunt to Kill. Sorority Row. Oh, that's probably just the same. I Spit on Your Grave. Terror Lake Drive is 3 seasons here. Huh. Anthology series. This is something I would like as well. You're getting more of the other stuff here. There's The Frighteners. There's Goosebumps again. Bloodsuckers. I have stuff on. I don't remember putting half of these on my list. Yes, the Triangle's on here apparently, but that's the show. I don't remember putting this on my list. I certainly don't remember putting this on my list. Or Logan's Run. This I remember putting on it. I don't remember putting Tidal Wave on there. Or Mothman. Redwoods, that sounds like something I've put on there. Waterboy. I like this one. I don't like a lot of Adam Sandler movies, but this one was pretty funny. A lot of the same shit you're seeing here. 2010's horror. Based on true events. Everything. The Mirror. I feel like I've watched this. Yeah, I definitely watched this. Another kind of found footage type movie. First person view. It's the Ancient Aliens, of course. It's got to be popular. There's Buffy over here. Funny enough, I saw some episodes when this first started, 97. I saw some episodes back when it aired. I actually got more into this like later on. Like well after it would have been off the air. I mean, I saw episodes back in the day, but not more than like a total of like a season probably. Although they probably had about 20 episodes a season. American Pickers. The Magician's Highlander. I remember the Highlander show. I think they're redoing that, right? With Henry Cavill, Russell Crowe. Murder City, that's got to be British. No, yes it is. That guy looks familiar. I think he was in the show My Family, a British show. Only free on Tubi. These shows, no, these definitely are elsewhere. Get the Celebrity Exorcism. And indie films, I've watched some of this. This was good, Missing 411. There's a few of these. I think the guy was a former detective. He's written books about people just kind of disappearing in the woods. It's creepy, and it's like, holy, it could happen, you know? And then, of course, there's one where the UFO element comes into play. This is a classic movie. I watched this. When did I watch this? Yeah, it probably was about 2014. This is a pretty good independent horror movie. Satan Wants You. There's another Tubi original. I think I need to... I'm going to end this in a few minutes. Waterboy Fry. It's a lot of this from hell, actually. Another good movie with Johnny Depp. I don't know why this... Oh, I just skipped it. The Mask, All in the Family, Edward Scissorhands. Return of the Living Dead. These are great. These are like horror comedies. They're hilarious. I love these movies. That and the first one. Alright, let me search. I want to see if they still have 1,000 Amityville. Oh, yeah, they do. They do. I see them there. Let me just write it. Oh, yeah, spelled that wrong. Come on. I want to get to just where it's just showing the Amityville movies. The Final Chapter, Amityville. Oh, some of these are new. Amityville Karen. Look how many there are of this. Where did this become a thing? Amityville Emmanuel. Is that supposed to be some kind of like porn? Ghost of Amityville. Amityville 2, The Possession. Amityville Cult. Amityville Karen. The last Amityville movie. Amityville Christmas Vacation. Amityville Haunting. No Escape. Amityville Bigfoot, of course. Amityville Backrooms. No Escape. It's About Time. Amityville in Space. Poltergeist. There's Amityville Death Toilet. Still on here. Amityville Frankenstein. Once Upon a Time in Amityville. Amityville Ripper. Amityville Asylum. It is insane. There's a shark in that one. Amityville Backpack. Where did... Like, is it just a joke at this point with the Amityville thing? Like, why is this such a thing? But anyway, I'm going to stop this here, guys. Just a little bit of browsing Tubi. There's a lot of repetitive stuff. Because once you watch something, they kind of bombard you with it. But, yeah. I'll probably do a Netflix one as well. Again, at some point, you'll get a little bit more different stuff there. But, yeah. Thanks for checking this out.